everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. I'm going to be showing you how to make this shorter mini version of the double tower fold card that I have created. Now I'd made the original one of this possibly, I think about maybe 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago now, and yeah, lots of you share it over on Mixed Up Crafters on Facebook, so I thought, oh, I'm going to go back to that one again, but this time I'm going to change the size. So the one I made before was for a 5x7 envelope, and this one will fit in a 6x6. Now the reason I've done this style is because of the gorgeous Father Christmas. Now this Father Christmas is my favourite Father Christmas, and I will show you why in a moment, but if I just bring it up closer here. So I've stamped him and I've used my watercolour pencils, and I've finished off parts of him, the dog and the cat with glossy accents. You can see his nose, the cat's eyes, the dog's patches there, and all of Father Christmas's fur and buckle all kind of shines, including the speech bubble as well, which says happy blooming Christmas to you too. And it is gorgeous. And then on the back here you can write your message. It all folds up. It all stands up for those of you that haven't seen this style before, and then it just folds completely flat like this and fits perfectly in your 6x6. Very easy for whoever you're giving it to understand, because as soon as they take out the envelope it kind of goes into that shape anyway, and you've got those two kind of tower effects on either side. So this is gorgeous. So let me pop it to one side and let me bring in why I was so excited to use this. So I was shopping and I recently saw the new or the latest Papercraft Essentials magazine, and they have the Raymond Briggs Father Christmas stamp set, and this is my kind of stamp set, and especially my kind of like freebie when it comes to magazines. I love things like this. This is something that's just going to be such a good, you know, all-rounder to keep in your stash to bring out year upon year upon year. And I just absolutely adore it. The puns are really good. There's one of Santa there with his trying to put his boots on, and then you've got Get Ready for Christmas. You've got Jingle All the Way, Season's Greetings, Merry Christmas, Ho Ho Ho. And then you've got him here with the reindeer. But he is my favourite, absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen the movie, you have to watch it because it's brilliant. So obviously you get the magazine, which is full of inspiration. Now I've already started using lots of the other parts because I'm already working on another project with it. So I've got kind of two on the go. But this is some more of the papers, and they've all got that really nice shine to them. Obviously you can photocopy these, but then you wouldn't have that shine unless you are photocopying them onto maybe photo paper. But you can see here you've got the bows, you've got this really nice bauble and streamers, just a nice simple red, a nice bluey sky-like one. Lots of presents, all in that kind of coloured pencil look, which is all what's throughout the movie. Then you've got the lighter sky and the snowflakes, and then that is the darker sky and the snowflakes, which I've been using. All of them are marked at the bottom with Father Christmas by Raymond Briggs. So this is the official, you know, design and collection. So yeah, it's just brilliant. And then I'll just show you inside here what else you get, because I don't want to show you because I've already kind of partly done the project with them, so I don't want to give that away yet. But on here, this part here, if I just bring it up, you get these 4 A4 pages, and they're all cutouts. They remind me, they're very similar to like the Hunky Dory. They've all got a silver frame, which I'm so pleased about. I'm so pleased they didn't put gold. They've done silver, and they're brilliant. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a really good stamp set, then I would definitely recommend getting the Papercraft Essentials. This is issue 167. For anybody that's not in the UK, I will look at international sellers as well, because I know a lot of the magazine and book companies will also stock this. Okay, so let's crack on. I have already gone ahead and I have already done my little Santa here, which I've stamped, and he's a big stamp. I mean, look, there's my hand. You can see it's a really nice size stamp. Now what I've done is you're probably wondering why she coloured the dog in black, because I've actually then stamped the dog separately on some foam adhesive, and then when he is on top, he's got a nice little frame, and it's a little bit of decoupage. So again, if I just bring that one in, you can actually see that the dog is raised on another piece. So just those little extra touches just make it really special. So I've already done all of them, and in a minute I will show you a very fast speed video process of me doing that, because I know a lot of you do like it when I do the colouring in. So that's that. For the actual card, and those of you that made this, you're probably like, yes, she's done another size, brilliant. So this is 10 by 6, okay? And basically very, very straightforward scoring. If I can find my stylus, you want to score at, so yeah, so first of all, flip it so it's on like your back side of your card, because obviously cardstock does have a front and a back. So on the back side, you want to score at 1 and 9. Okay, then flip it back over and then score at 2, 3, 7 and 8. Those first two are going to be folded the opposite way to the rest, so it will just prevent any cracking that you may get. That's all you need for the minute. The rest of it is a couple of little pencil marks and then some cutting. Then for your mats and your layers, the white piece, you're going to need 2 pieces that are, I thought that was slightly shorter than 4. No, yeah it is. So why have I got that as 4? Oh no, there we go, my ruler's... Oh. Okay, so you want your white to be 3 7/8 of an inch by 5 7/8 of an inch. You want 2 pieces, because this piece is going to go inside for me to write my message, and this is going to be on the front. The piece then to mat on top, you just want to be slightly shorter. So I said that was 3 7/8, so 3 5/8. 3 3/4. It's entirely up to you. You can see that I've got a very thin white background. Usually I have about a 1/8 of an inch. This is a little bit shorter, or even a 1/4 of an inch. And then it's 5 5/8 of an inch in length. Okay, so that's for those. And you just want that 1 on that mat piece. Again, all this will be wrote down in my blog. Then these are your mats and layers for your side pieces. The white is 3/4 of a length by 5 3/4, and you want 2 pieces, and then you want 2 pieces of 5 1/2 by 1/2 an inch. Okay, and that's those 2 there, and they are going to go either side of here. Okay, so while I'm clearing all this away, I'm just going to pop that very fast little video on so you can see how I coloured in my Father Christmas. Okay, so hopefully you liked that quick. I did show it in the video, but this is the Stays On ink that I always use whenever I'm using watercolour. It just stops any bleeding and ruining your images. Okay, so you've got your cardstock here. Now don't worry, I've got a couple of weird little lines here. My stylus went off. I actually think there's something wrong with the stylus. It's not the scoreboard, but I think it's not circular anymore. It's not a like perfect barbarian shape on the end. So I need to look into that. Anyway, so you've got all of your score lines here, okay? Pop it onto one side, and then you're going to work on the middle score line on both ends. So not this one, but we're going to be working on this score line here, and not that one there. It's the middle of the 3 score lines. So once we get to this one, it'll be this one here. Ignore your very end. That doesn't count. It's the physical score lines. You're always going to work from the middle one with the pencil marks. It's just a bit easier. You can also revert to my other one, which I will link in now as well, because you may well want to do the bigger version, so it's entirely up to you. So I'm working on that middle score line. I'm going to lay my ruler down here, okay, and then just with my pencil, I'm just going to mark on that score line at every 1/2 inch. So pencil mark at 1/2 inch, then at 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. If I bring that up, you can just see there all those little pencil marks. Now we can rub all them out, but they are every 1/2 inch within that middle score line. So now if I just flip that around, you'll see I've done the same already. Every 1/2 inch I have those pencil marks in that middle score line. Okay, so once you've done that, then we need to do a little bit of scoring. So we've done those outer ones, we've done that score line, the first score lines on each outer part, we scored differently. So those ones you want to fold up, okay, towards you. There's that one and that one. Then the middle ones you're going to fold it down, and then the other one you just leave, because that will actually end up kind of doing its own thing once we cut it. So that's what you should have, okay, that shape. And you should have these score lines still here on the front, and then all those pencil marks will now be along this score line here. Fold the whole piece, that back piece, in half like so. So you've got the two 2-inch panels on the back. Turn it like so. So there's my 2 pieces on the back. And you are then going to cut down every single one of those pencil marks to that score line there. Okay, now if you want to go along and mark on the inner score lines here at every 1/2 inch as well, then you can do. If you're worried you're not going to get your cut line straight, then do that, because you can see here I'm going to cut from that pencil mark there straight across to here. But if you're worried you might go slightly that way or slightly that way, then you'll want to run those 1/2 inch pencil marks all the way along that score line as well. And then we're just going to very neatly cut. I'm using my snips here all the way along. So I'm just eyeballing mine. I have made a lot of these, so I'm okay with this one. And you can see there I'm just going along at every 1/2 inch. You do want to make sure you get right up to that score line, because when we fold, if it's not quite up to there, then it's going to rip like so. Okay, so now what I would say before you open it up is go along and rub out all of those little pencil marks. Okay, so that's that side. So now when I open it, this is what you will have. Fold that other side now. So I've just folded again those 2 right over, see, facing you, and go along and cut again down every one of those. It doesn't matter if you cut from this side, as long as you've got those 2 1/2 inch sides folded down, whatever side, because I can see my pencil marks more on this side, so I'm going to cut from this side here. Okay, and again I'm just going to rub all those pencil marks out. Okay, so you will now have these 2 pieces like that. Fold these ones back out again, so you've got that original. Now it's entirely up to you which order you kind of want to pop these in and out. So if you see at the bottom here, I've started with this like so, and I finished with the top one obviously folded in that way. Okay, because obviously that's just the order that it's fallen. But if I decide to push that one in first, so that's how that one looks, and that's by keeping this one out, and then the next one you're going to push in. So can you see that's how it creates? But for this one, I'm going to push the bottom one in this time. Okay, and then you just want to go along, if you do it on the side here, and just push in every other one from whatever one you started off with. Doesn't matter if you do more at the same time, whatever, they all pop in and out. You're just doing every other like so, okay? And then you can just start to fold it back. And this is where I said make sure you fold to the score line, because if you don't, this is when you'll notice any ripping. And if it doesn't go, don't force it. Go back in and just check that you've cut everything correctly. So you can see now we've got that really cool tower effect. So if you see that one there, so it's not at the bottom, it starts from the second one, whereas this one starts at the very bottom but doesn't have it at the top. This one does have that one at the top. So again, no right or wrong, entirely up to you. So now I'm going to go around to the next side again, pop that one down in first, and then every other I'm just pushing in and just kind of running my finger up, and then that one's going to go up on both sides like so. Okay, and then again just kind of slowly push them across like so. And if you want to get your bone folder, you can just go along and just kind of make sure they're all nice and burnished, because you want it to naturally kind of fall back into that shape now every time. Okay, in fact you can just turn it upside down before you decorate it, because they're that way up, it's on the bottom. You know, I've got them like the original one I done. If I turn it that way, and both way will stand up. Okay, so that's that all done. Easy peasy. So now it's just ready to decorate. So I've already got these ones here, and I've already popped my top one on, so that is going to sit perfectly on top like so. I might need to trim that a little bit more. I did wonder why I'd done it at 4, and I've told you it's 3 7/8, which is correct, so you'll have the right one there, but I'm going to have to shrink that one. But these two I can stick straight on, and they're going to go on the sides like so, and then that other white one is going to go inside here like so. Okay, so go and get them all stuck down. Okay, so that's them now all stuck down. It becomes so strong as well, this card, once you add all those mats and layers. So now it's just down to decorating. Now I always do this I always decorate it very minimal, because for me the card has so much going on anyway, just with the way that we've cut it. I don't feel that you need to kind of go too crazy. So if you look back at my old one, you'll see that that's just got a very simple happy birthday you know, image kind of in the middle, and that's pretty much it. So my Santa Claus is my main kind of focus on this card, so he is going to go slightly offset there, overlapping down the bottom. But before I stick him down, I've got my little dog here. So I'm just going to take my foam backing off. Obviously you don't have to do this at all, but you know, yeah, I like to always add a little bit more to my stamps when I colour them and use them and stuff. There we go. You see now, I just think it just, yeah, just gives him a little bit something. Now I'm going to take all of my foam off, which I've already stuck down, and then keeping it right down to the very bottom without overlapping, so I don't want it to obviously not be able to stand up and be wonky. There we go, just stick him down. Can't remember if I showed the Glossy Accents or not, but this is what they are. It's the Ranger Glossy Accents. It is a clear dimensional medium, and it can be used as an adhesive, but it's a little bit more expensive. I use it purely for this, for accents, which is what it says there. You know, and it's just brilliant. It just gives your cards that little extra special touch. And then this one here, I'm going to stick just there. Okay, and again, it's just in between the kind of cat's ears there, slightly coming off the card, like so. No, the foam's okay. There you have it, and again, it's nice and shiny. Just catches the light there, although it's not for some reason, but it is on there. Oh, there you go, you can just see it there. So there you have it. What a gorgeous card. This is one of my favourite styles, along with all the other tens of thousands, but this one is up there as one of my favourites. I just absolutely adore it, and I just think these cards look amazing. Ah, you know when you really love something and you're really proud of something? That's how I feel right now. I love how I've coloured in my Father Christmas, and he looks just like him, and I love it. So I'm off to read the book and watch the movie now. And like I say, if you haven't already, go check it all out. I will share as many links in my blog as possible to the magazine and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. So if you have, as always, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye.